Good morning and welcome to today's vlog. Today is Friday, May 12th. It is my birthday eve, and my teammate just dropped off Starbucks for me. It's gonna be a good day. So we are gonna have a great day today. We had a very abnormal day yesterday. We had field day in the morning, and then my class earned their whole class reward. So we did a whole movie day in the afternoon. It was a blast. I'll put up some pictures. But today we are getting back to normal, which I'm happy about. In morning meeting today, we're gonna do our Pinky Shake reading, highlight of the week, and our countdown game. I talked about that one before, where I put a timer up for 2 minutes and give the kids 5 consonants and 3 vowels, and they write words in that amount of time and see who wins. In math, we are continuing our graphing unit. We're talking about analyzing line plots. So we'll go through our math book pages together, and then I found some activities to work on in station time. So I found this on TPT. It is part of that big resource that I mentioned a couple weeks ago. The maker is Allison French. And it's just a cute little page where they will answer questions and make a line plot. And then there's an IXL skill that has to do with line plots, and then practicing extra math like we do all the time. We are in a groove in math. We're doing great. So then we'll start stations before recess and lunch. We'll finish stations after recess and lunch. Once math is over though, my hair's clearly driving me nuts today. I'm not gonna touch it anymore. So once math class is done, we have a junior achievement lesson, which is kind of like a social studies lesson. We talk about spending and saving money. We talk about communities and what makes up a community. So parent volunteers will come in and teach that lesson. So that'll take up our science block. And then in ELA today, we are back to normal in our curriculum. I said I wasn't gonna touch my hair anymore. We're back to normal in our curriculum. So we are working through the MyView curriculum. We're on Unit 5, Week 1, Lesson 3, where we do a close read of the text. We were reading a text called Deep Down and Other Extreme Places to Live. And so we will dive back into that text and we will underline different parts of the text. I think the skill today is analyze text features. So looking at a lot of the text features in this nonfiction text. And once we're done our close read, I'm going to have them do some practice with comparative and superlative adjectives, because we started talking about that earlier this week. So this is another TPT resource. This time it's from Terrific Times in 3rd. On the front, they will color code the apples, red for comparative, green for superlative, and then on the back, there are sentences, and they have to choose which word fits on the line: friendly, friendlier, friendliest. So that should be fun. I'll have them work at their table groups for that. And then we get into our small group time, where we do checklists, where the kids have a bunch of ELA skills to work on while I pull small groups. I cannot pull small groups today because I have a lot of kids who need to do makeup work, just from being absent throughout this week and last. I got to catch them up. So I won't pull small groups, but I will be able to get those kids caught up, hopefully. And then at the end of our day, we've got PE. So it is such a normal day, and I love normal. I didn't love it back in January and February when it was just normal all day, every day. But now that we've hit May and have had all of these weird things going on, I am definitely grateful for normalcy. So yeah, that is what our day is gonna look like. I'm gonna try my hardest to film some today, because I've been doing a lot of editing of old vlogs lately, and I realized that I've done a really bad job of that. So I'm gonna try to do better today and actually get some quality content for you guys. We'll see what we can do. But yeah, for right now, it is super duper early. I got here by 7:20. It's 7:34 now. But I'm just going to sit and I'm gonna get some work done. It's a Friday, so I'm just gonna see what I can do to get ahead for next week and the week after that, and then the last week of school. We have 3 weeks left. Oh my goodness. are rockin' and rollin' this morning. I just picked up a couple of things from the copier. These will be like my master copies, and I'm gonna have my teacher's aide make like the class copy. That's the wrong stamp. I just stamped from the Library of Mrs. All's house onto my test when I really wanted my please sign and return stamp. Let me get out some whiteout. Okay, so back to this. Anyways, I will have my teacher's aide make a class set of these. They're not for like till next week, so I don't need them right away. But I was able to be really, really productive this morning. I have like almost all of my lesson plans done for next week. There's just like a couple of activities that I need to figure out, like what I want to do with, and like these copies to print. But other than that, we're in really good shape for next week, which is great. We do have a field trip next Wednesday, so that's like one less day to get ready for. But yeah, I don't know if there was anything else really that I needed to share. Kids come in like 10 minutes. I was able to snag a little muffin for Teacher Appreciation Week from a local bakery. I think PTO brought them in. So yeah, we're just moving and grooving, you know? So these will need 22 copies. This one will need 18 copies. I'm just gonna put a little sticky on those. And yeah, I think that's about it, folks. I've got nothing more to report. I'll check in at lunchtime. All right, I kind of forgot I was vlogging for a bit today. But here we are. It is lunchtime. Kids are out at recess. I have had a wild morning. Morning meeting went great. Everything was great. Math lesson was fine. Stations got a bit chatty in here, but I was more disappointed in my homeroom kids who were in another math class, which has a sub today, and I caught them on my like Apple Classroom doing things that they were not supposed to be doing on their iPads. So like I left my math class with my aide and I walked over and I talked to them. I was like, you know what you're supposed to be doing? This is not it. Fix your choices. And I was like keeping an eye on them because they're like some of my boys, you know, gotta watch out for. So I was keeping an eye on them, and then one of them went on it again. So his iPad was locked from my classroom, and yeah, he won't be using it anymore. I subbed for a while, and I know how it goes, and the kids try to test and get away with things, and I was not gonna let that happen today. Not in the mood for it. Math stations in here is going well. The IXL is a little tricky, so I've been like needing to provide a little more support with that, but that's okay. I did have a couple of kids who needed to make up their STAR test that we took earlier this week. The one kiddo finished it, and the other only has like 10 questions left. So she will finish it once we come back from lunch. I'm looking forward to, after math, having that parent volunteer come in to teach us our junior achievement lesson, just so I could have a little bit of downtime to like recoup from all of this. But overall, it really hasn't been too bad. But yeah, I will chat with you more later during gym class, just because I'm not in the right headspace to talk anymore right now. But yeah, I'm just gonna get ready for the afternoon, get all my tabs open, go eat lunch, and just chillax. I'll talk to you guys this afternoon. So the directions say underline details about Earth that the definition of extreme helps you understand. So one of our vocab words for this unit, this story, is extreme. Thankfully, we have the definition right here. Extreme means far from normal or average. So it's not normal, it's not average, it's kind of unusual or out there. So we're gonna reread this page and we're gonna figure out what details about the Earth have to do with extreme here. You finished, Chase? Awesome, we're on page 437. So, who would like to read this page for us? It's pretty short. Logan, go ahead. Wonderful. I heard Logan give us a whole list of details about the Earth that have to do with extreme. What details did we hear? Murat. Yeah, you got it, that whole list. Jungle, mountains, deserts, snow. This is something that we did on Wednesday when you weren't here. We had another Longwood Gardens lesson, and we had a little interview time where we got to ask questions, and the lady there answered our questions. So 3 of them are questions that all of us did together. And then for the 4th one, we were able to make up our own question. Now, we won't be able to talk to Longwood Gardens again, but I do still want you to think of a question that you would want to know more about at Longwood Gardens. Something about when it was built, or what kind of flowers they have, or how do you get a job there, or what's it like to work there. Perfect. All right, so now I'm gonna have you pretend that I'm the Longwood Gardens worker. You're gonna ask the question, so you'll be next to number 1, and then I'll give you the answer, okay? Go ahead. Kiddos are at gym. Finally, they're all there. My one was refusing to come along with us, so multiple people were working with him, trying to get him out of my room. It took like 20 minutes. It's fine. But right now I am just gonna work on my to-do list a bit. The afternoon was fine. Yeah, nothing really to report. Man, I'm looking rough today. So I have some ELA slides that I need to make for next week. I printed my ELA tests. Measurement worksheet is done. And that math activity, there's one more math activity that I need to figure out. I think it's for Thursday of next week. So I want to do that, because once that's done, then I'm totally prepped for math for next week, which is a great, great feeling. So I'll find that math activity, and then I will make those ELA slides, which is not as crucial. I do want to look ahead at our math test though, because the lesson that I need to find the activity for is a problem solving lesson, and sometimes there's like a bit of a discrepancy between what our math book has for problem solving and what our test has for problem solving. So I just want to make sure that whatever activity I give them to work on is actually going to prepare them for the test. So let me just read through this real quick. So there are literally no questions on the math test that have to do with that lesson that I'm trying to find an activity for. So whatever activity I find, I'm not going to worry about linking it to the lesson. I'm going to teach the lesson, make sure the kids have exposure to it, but then we're just going to leave it at that. So I'm just going to find like a generic graphing activity that covers all the different types of graphs that we've learned about, just so they can review all of those skills, because that's what's going to be hard on the test. So I'll do some research, do some little TPT searching, and see what I can find. Okay, so got those copies made for the activities for next week. I'm just gonna get them organized. The activity I found is a scoot, so I'm going to need to laminate and cut out all of these task cards. I don't need this till Thursday of next week, so I might just not do it and have my teacher's aide do it next week. So I'm just gonna get these copies all organized and filed in the right drawers for next week. And then with whatever time I have left, I want to clean out my closets or cabinets some more. I started doing it yesterday during our movie day. Just trying to purge and get rid of stuff that's not needed and organize what is needed, because all throughout the year I've just been shoving stuff. So I want to look at those. I'm not going to have much time, like 10 minutes maybe, before I need to pick up the kids. And oh my goodness, my hair is obnoxious. And I forgot to send our thank you notes with my students to gym class. We wrote thank you notes to our gym teacher because he organized field day for us yesterday, and the kids all loved it and had a blast, so we wanted to thank him. And I meant to have my kids walk them up to him to gym class, but I forgot. So I will take them with me when I go to pick up the kids. Remember how over lunch I said I'd be able to talk with you more during special because I'd be able to just calm down? LOL. Who did I think I was, being able to calm down? right, so we made it to the end of the day. Kids are gone. It's been wild. I'm over it. You know, you just have some of those days. I thought it was gonna be a good one, and you know, it was decent. So I'm just trying to get everything turned off and cleaned up for the weekend. So it's nice when we come back on Monday. I will show you my cabinets. I got to work on them a little bit before I had to pick up the kids, and then a little more while they were dismissing. So this is what it's looking like. Not too bad. All of my like curriculum books are there. That shelf is a lot emptier than it was. That bottom shelf is still just junk. I don't know what to do with. The top is mostly like storage containers that I'm not using. Don't really know what's on that second shelf. It's fine. Over here, I've got math stuff on top. I've got like student supplies on like the next two, all of like anchor charts and stuff there. I need to go through those folders still. It's fine. We're stopping here. So pretty good quitting point. I was definitely able to get rid of a lot, which was nice, and just see what I have and have it organized in a better manner. So yeah, just wrapping things up here and heading on home to start my birthday weekend. My husband and I are going down to the Baltimore Aquarium tomorrow, and I'm so excited. It's gonna be a lovely time, and I'm just ready for a break. I'm all set for Monday, so I don't need to worry about doing schoolwork, and I'm really looking forward to that. As always, thank you guys so much for watching today's vlog. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.